Today, we're gonna be making my all-time favorite, pumpkin spice cake. Yes, it's a cake, it's not a real pumpkin, and the best part is, it does not have any fondant. It's just pure delicious buttercream and cream cheese frosting. Come with me and I'll show you how to make it. We're gonna need all-purpose flour, baking powder, baking soda, ground spices, I'm gonna leave in the comments below, and a pinch of salt. We're gonna mix this really well until everything is combined and set them aside. And now we're gonna combine our wet ingredients. We have coconut oil, vegetable oil, brown sugar, white granulated sugar, and yogurt. We're gonna give this a really good mix until everything is combined. Now that everything is combined, we're gonna start adding our eggs one by one. And now we're gonna start adding our dry ingredients and our pumpkin puree. We're gonna do half of our dry, just like that, and half of our puree. Give that a mix, add the rest. You may butter and flour this, but I like to use this baking spray, which it already has flour in it. Now that we have our mixture in our piping bag, we're gonna do just half of our mold. Now that these are filled, we're gonna fill them up only to half because we don't want them to expand and get all round. So we're gonna go ahead and bake these at 350 degrees for 20 minutes. Now that these are out of the oven, we're gonna let them cool and start working on our buttercream. Where those are cooling down, we're gonna do my personal favorite, cream cheese frosting. We're gonna add cream cheese, powdered sugar, and vanilla. This is so rich and creamy. We're gonna add it to a piping bag and set it aside. Now we're gonna start working on our orange buttercream. We're gonna need butter. We're gonna cream that. Now we're gonna add our milk and our vanilla extract. Give that another mix. Now we're gonna start adding our sugar little by little. We're going to scrape our bowl and feel the texture. If you feel that you need a little bit more sugar, you may add it. But for me, this is the perfect consistency. I'm gonna scrape our bowl just to make sure there's nothing stuck to the bottom. And we're gonna start adding our food coloring. We're gonna be using orange for this. I'll leave everything in the description below. And we're gonna start adding it little by little just to make sure we get it to the perfect color. We don't wanna do too bright or too light. And we're gonna give that another mix. I want my orange to be a little bit more darker, so I am going to do a few drops of brown. And this is perfect. So we have it to the perfect orange that we're looking for. I don't know if you can see it. There. We have our buttercream and our cream cheese frosting in piping bags. And our little pumpkins are completely cooled. We're gonna take parchment paper and a turntable. We're gonna put it there and we're gonna go ahead and level it. We're gonna take a knife because we want them to be flat. Now that they're all flat, we're gonna take our cream cheese frosting, and we're going to put a good amount there, just like that in the middle, and just like that. So we're gonna have pumpkin, cream cheese, pumpkin. And with this little extra pieces that you created, we are going to fill in the center. Just like that. We're gonna take our orange and we're gonna take the bottom and place just a good amount there, just so that they could stick. Okay, and we're gonna start working. Right now you're thinking, oh my god, this is too much buttercream, but trust me, it's going to be worth it adding so much, even though we're gonna take a lot of it off. Okay, right now it's gonna look like a lot, but it's not gonna be that much, I promise. We're gonna take a little scraper and we're gonna start working our little pumpkin, taking off the excess. By the time you finish making it into shape, you won't have this much buttercream, I promise. This is looking more like a pumpkin, and trust me, it's going to look a lot better when we're done. So now we're gonna let it cool for about an hour. That way it could get completely chilled and we could actually tap on it and we won't get it on our fingers. Now our pumpkin is out of the fridge. It was in the fridge for 2.5 hours, more or less. Now you could tap it, and the frosting, the buttercream frosting, it's already hardened. So we are going to start working it with our very clean hands, okay? We're gonna take a bowl with water, and we're gonna have some extra buttercream, just in case we need some. And we're gonna start working to get our pumpkin shape. Wet our fingers and just work it. This is gonna get really messy, but don't get scared. This is what the pumpkin is gonna be. I had previously made one, and for the stems, we're gonna be using these candies, pumpkin flavor. Do a really cute stem. And there you have it. With a round piping tip, we're going to poke a hole in the middle, just so that we have room to put our stem. And we're going to place it right there. Just like that, we have ourselves a little pumpkin spice cake in pumpkin shape. Super cute. Perfect.